Good morning, dear student. I am Najma Saheb, lecturer in Business Studies, Vishwamana PU College, Chitradurga. In last video, we have discussed about meaning of selection as well as the steps involved in selection. That is, the process of selection we have discussed. In today's video, we are going to discuss one more important concept of staffing is training and development. You all are aware of training and development. You all have heard about the training and development. Let us know what exactly the training is, whether the training is different from the development or the training and development are same. Okay. In today's video, we shall discuss in detail about training and development. So all the organization, they provide training and development opportunity for its employee in order to improve the performance of the employee. If the performance of the employee increase, automatically the productivity will also increase. When productivity increase, resulted in profit of the employees, rise in the profit of the organization. So that is why they concentrate on the training and development aspect of the employees. Okay, let us discuss what exactly the training and development is. So when the task is very simple, okay, the technology what we use in the performance of the organization is simple, okay, when it influence the technology will not influence much on the working performance of the employee, then there will be no need of providing training facilities to the employees. When there is a simple job, simple technology is being used in an organization. But nowadays, the technology has been changed. We see sophisticated technologies being used in the production process. Okay, so there is a need of training and development for the employee so that their performance can be improved and even their knowledge and their skill can be upgraded. Okay, they can meet the present level situation. That is why we are going to provide the training. Now let us discuss what exactly the training is. So here, almost all the organization, they attempts to provide training to the employees in order to improve the employees' current performance as well as the future performance in the organization through improving their capacities, through increasing their skills as well as through increasing their knowledge. By providing or by improving or by increasing the skills and knowledge and their capacity to perform the given task, the training is essential so that the performance of the employee or the productivity level of the employee will increase. That is what training. Training here simply refers to imparting or increasing the skills and knowledge of the employee, upgradation of skills and knowledge of an individual. That is called training. This training will be provided for the shorter period of time. Okay, this training is a process for the shorter period of time where the organized procedure is going to be followed. This procedure or systematic or organized procedure is followed in order to provide the knowledge and skills to the employee in the organization. So basically, this training facility is provided for the employees, okay, non-managerial personnel, in order to perform a particular task. In order to perform or in order to complete a given task, training will be provided. Whereas development is a long-term process where systematic and organized procedure is followed by which managerial personnel, they will develop or they will improve their conceptual as well as the theoretical knowledge in the organization. So here, development is a long-term process where their conceptual as well as theoretical knowledge as well as the philosophical knowledge is going to be improved so that they will not only improve their current performance but also they will improve their overall personality of an individual. So here the performance of employee will not only become better but also they will grow or they will develop the overall personality of an individual so that they can take any challenging position in a future days. That is what development. Let us discuss what exactly the meaning of training is. So here training refers to the process of increasing the knowledge and skill of an employee. So it is not a single activity but it is a continuous, it is a process related activity, series of activity in order to increase or in order to impart the knowledge and skill of an employee, in order to improve their present skill, in order to upgrade, in order to bring a new knowledge, give a new knowledge, new skills to the employee of an organization, thereby making them better equipped for their performance. So why we are providing training, why we are increasing the knowledge and skills of an employee? Because so that by equipping the new skills, by upgrading their knowledge, they can perform better in the organization. So better equipped for the performance of your job. Okay, whatever the task we have assigned, that can be performed efficiently and effectively and take up greater individual responsibility. So we are providing training to the individual not only to perform the existing task correctly or effectively, but also if any future challenges are there in forthcoming days, those challenges, those new position can be acquired by the present employee. That is what meaning of training is. So this training is a short-term process. It is a not long-term process, but it is a short-term process where systematically and organized procedure is going to be followed. This training is provided to non-managerial personnel. So this training is provided for non-managerial personnel. Non-managerial is nothing but here the worker who actually executing the activities, that is nothing but the employees of the organization. For them they are going to provide the training. It is a short-term process and this training will be provided in a systematic manner, in sequential manner, so that they can acquire the new skills and new knowledge in order to perform the given task. In order to upgrade their knowledge, training facilities will be provided. So this will be provided for the non-managerial personnel. Non-managerial personnel is nothing but the lower level of the employees, lower level of the person who is actually working in the workplace. For them we are going to provide the training facilities. Why these all are doing? In order to improve the performance of an employee, in order to improve the performance of employee, or in order to increase the productivity of the employee, training facility is given to the individual. Now let us discuss the meaning of development. What exactly the development is? So development is also a process which not only covers those activity which improves the job performance of the employee, but also it includes those activities, those related activities which brings about the growth of the personality. So here individual development will also be there. So this usually development is a long-term process. It is a long-term process which utilize the systematic as well as organized procedures by which the individual or managerial person are going to learn the theoretical as well as conceptual knowledge. And this basically a broader concept which includes both training and education. So which brings the growth of a personality. So development is nothing but here we are not only focusing on the improvement of the job, job performance, we are not only concentrating on giving the new skills or providing the knowledge, but also we are considering the other aspects of an individual as well. Other aspect in the sense we are also considering the conceptual knowledge as well as the theoretical knowledge. How conceptual as well as theoretical knowledge we also consider, as well as philosophical as well as conceptual or theoretical education will also provided to the manager. So here this developmental activities is taken. it is a career oriented program which is provided to the managerial personnel only, but not to the non-managerial personnel. It is a long term process. It is also utilize the systematic as well as organized procedure they are going to be followed. Systematic as well as organized procedure is followed. It's provided to the managerial personnel so that they not only improve their current position but also they can take a new future job position. Okay, they will improve the overall personality of an individual. Now let us discuss the importance of providing or giving training and development facilities to the employees. What benefit the employees are going to drive and what benefit the organization is going to get. Let us discuss one by one. Now the benefit which the employees of the organization is gained from the training and development. The first benefit or the first important from the training and development they will get is better career opportunities. Here they will get a better career opportunities for an individual. So here with the help of training and development, with the help of training, it is not only improves the knowledge and skills of an employee, okay, due to the training and development, it is not only improve the knowledge or it is not only upgrade the skills of an individual, but also they will get a chance to develop their career. Okay, their career opportunities will also improve. When the career opportunity they will get, when the chance of recruiting will be get more, when they are efficient, they are proficient in their knowledge and their skills. If the skills and knowledge are correct, accurate, okay, they know all the things, they are upgraded, then only the chances of recruitment will be more. So thereby, when the training and development program is there in the organization, then automatically the present employee have more opportunity of recruitment. That is what they will have a better career opportunity. That is what the first importance what the employees of the organization is going to gain with the help of training and development program. Next is earn more. Earn more. Here an employee can earn more. Okay, he can earn more. So with the help of training and facilities, employee and individual become more efficient to perform his given task. Okay, whatever the activity which is given, when he is performing exactly, okay, then automatically his productivity will also increase, his output will also increase. When the productivity increase, automatically the profit of an individual, the profit for the organization will also increase. When productivity, output increase, the profit for the organization will also rise. So thereby there is a chance of earning more. So what they are saying, so what this second point is saying is, when the training facility is given, when the training and development facility is given to the individual, it helps to improve or it enhances the understanding level as well as the knowledge of an individual. It helps, it assists them to earn more. Okay, when it improves, when the knowledge of an individual, when the understanding level of an individual increase, automatically it helps them to improve their performance. When the performance is increased, when their productivity is increased, when their output is increased, automatically which resulted into increasing in their pay. So here they will have a benefit to earn more. That is what second importance. The third one is less accident prone. So training facilities given to the individual in order to handle the machineries effectively, carefully. So it attempts the employees to adopt an efficient utilization or efficient handling of the machinery. Thereby the accident will happen less. Okay, here the handling of the machineries, okay, you already handle in case of training. Okay, different kinds of training facilities will be there, type methods of training will be there. In that you have used how actually we are going to handle the machinery, how we are going to operate the machinery, which you already know. when you come to the workplace, when you are actually working with when you are actually handling the machinery, you come to know about how to operate a particular machine. Okay, how to work with the machine, you actually know. When this already known to you, then the accident, whatever mishandling of the machinery will be less. So here, with the help of training, there will be a less accident prone in the working area. Next is what? Self-confidence. With the help of training and development, the next one is confidence. Self-confidence or self-reliance is nothing but with the help of training and development program or facilities, it increases the job satisfaction and morale of an employee. With the help of the training and development, it directs an employee how effectively, how efficiently he can carry out his activity. When he clearly know about the procedures, rules and method, automatically it gives a confidence, it builds up self-confidence and self-reliance, okay, in order to carry out his activity. Automatically, when he is working effectively and efficiently in the organization, automatically there will be increase in the self-confidence. When the self-confidence and self-reliance will be there, automatically the confidence and job satisfaction will be there. The inner feeling, happiness or belongingness to the organization will be there. That is what? Self-confidence. Now let us discuss next benefit from the training and development to the organization. What organization will drive, okay, with the help of training and developmental program. The first benefit, the first important what organization is gain is less wastage. Less wastage. So the training and development includes the systematic and utilization of systematic as well as organized procedure where the non-managerial as well as the managerial personnel is going to learn the skills and knowledge, conceptual as well as theoretical knowledge, as we have seen in the meaning itself. So here, how less wastage is possible? So the concept of training and development includes the systematic learning. Okay, when the systematic sequence of learning will be there, automatically there will be a less wastage of things. So it is more efficient way of learning the things than hit and trial method. Hit and trial method means without having knowledge, okay, without knowing anything, you are trying something, okay, without prior knowledge, without knowing the things you are going to try. Let us try once, what will happen? That is what we say hit and trial. So it is training is more efficient way to learn the new things, to gain the knowledge and skills rather than hit and trial method. When their hit and trial method will not there, automatically there will be a less wastage. When your hit and trial method is using, automatically it leads to the wastage of time, wastage of efforts, wastage of cost. So in almost all area you can see the wastage of the resources. So here, with the help of the training and development, systematic learning will be take place. Systematic learning nothing but effectively and efficient utilization of your existing resources. So you are not going to perform the activities by hit and trial method. When hit and trial method is followed in the organization, automatically the wastage of resources will be more. So hit and trial method leads to the wastage of your effort, wastage of your time and wastage of your cost and wastage of your resources. That is what? Less wastage. When the training is given to the employee, automatically they are going to perform the activity, they are going to follow or carry down the activity accordingly, okay, without doing any wastage. That is what? Less wastage. Automatically it is useful or it is helpful for the organization when sources are used in effectively. When the resources of the organization used in optimum manner, it is beneficial for the organization. The next merit is high profit. High profit. So with the help of training and development, by developing and making an individual more efficient in carrying out their activity, automatically it increases the individual performance. When the performance of an individual increase, when the productivity of an individual increase, automatically the profit for the organization will also increase. High profit or higher profit for the organization. With the help of training and development, by developing and making an individual, making an employee efficient, more efficient in carrying their activity, in performing their activity, okay, then it improves their productivity level of an individual. Productivity in the sense, the output of the organization, the output of an individual will increase. When the output or productivity of the organization increase, automatically your profit of the organization will increase. So it increase in the both terms, qualitative as well as quantitative terms. And here, which brings the profit for the organization. When the productivity increase, the profit will also increase in both the terms, qualitative as well as quantitative terms. That is what higher profit. When it is possible, when you have given training and development facilities, when an employee become efficient in carrying out their activity, in completion of their activity. When employee in the organization performing well, their productivity is well, then automatically the profit for the organization will also improve. Next importance is managerial efficiency. Managerial efficiency. So, with the help of training and development, it prepares the manager to face the new challenges in different situations. In any situation, managers are in a position to face or to confront the all kind of situation, different types of situation. They can face all the challenges in a different situation. This helps them in building effective response to the various situations. So this training and development helps the manager to face all kind of hurdles which they are going to face in a future days. So they can effectively face or they can effectively respond to the different challenges which they are going to witness in a environment. So this training also equips the managers to take precautionary measures in a future days. Whatever the problems you are going to face in the future days, you can prepare for in order to face the challenge. That is what managerial efficiency. Managerial efficiency is nothing but development and training program helps the manager to face all kind of challenges in different areas. Whatever the challenges, whatever the new things they are going to face, issues they are going to face, that they can easily solve. Okay, so it prepares them to develop a strategy. Okay, it gives them a knowledge and skills to confront the future challenges in a coming days. That is what managerial efficiency. Next one is reduces absenteeism. Reduce absenteeism. As I told you in previously that self-confidence I have discussed. So it reduces the absenteeisms. When the absenteeism is reduced, when the turnover of an organization will reduce, automatically it is beneficial for the organization. How this training program is useful in reducing the absenteeism. So when the employees will have a confidence, when employees know how to handle the situation, how to work in the organization, when he clearly aware of his rules and procedures, automatically he will not remain absent for the longer period of time in the organization. It boosts their morale of an employee, thereby the rate of absenteeism and turnover will also reduce. So with the help of training, it boosts, means what? It increases their self-confidence, it builds their self-confidence, and also it improves or increases their morale in the organization. When the morale of the employee increases, automatically the rate of absenteeism will reduce, as well as the turnover of an employee will also reduce. When the turnover is reduced, automatically the production will increase. When the production increases, automatically the profit for the organization will also increase. This is what the importance of training and development to employees as well as to the organization. To the employee, better career opportunity will be there, as well as they will have a chance to earn more. They can earn more. Okay, there will be a less accident prone. When you know how to handle the machine, the accident mishandling of machines will be reduced. Self-confidence with the help of training, it builds up the self-confidence. It will brings the job satisfaction as well as the improves the morale. The feeling of belongingness will be retained with the help of training and development. When we come to the organization, the benefit which the organization is going to drive is less wastage. When employees are effective, when they are efficient in handling of resources, automatically the wastage of the resources will be reduced and automatically it is useful for the organization. Higher profit, when the employees of the organization, they are performing effectively. Okay, when the performance is good, their productivity will increase. When the productivity increase, the profit for the organization will also rise. Next is manager efficiency. With the help of development and training, managers are in the position to face any kind of future challenges. They can handle any situation. They are well prepared to face the new challenges, and even they are well equipped to face the whatever the future challenges will be there. They are automatically face the or they will take the job position. Next is what? Reduce absenteeism. So with the help of training and development, it boosts it improves their self-confidence as well as the morale of an employee. When the self-confidence will be there, when the morale or belongingness to the organization will be there in an individual or in an employee, automatically they will not remain absent for the longer time or they will not unnecessarily absent for the work. And turnover, okay, leaving and going, percentage of coming and leaving the organization, that is what we say turnover, that is will also reduce when training and development program is there in the organization. That is what importance of training and development. Now let us discuss the different methods or types of training of an training